Okay. Vito. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that.
What's it up, baby? You already know Big Boss, how Boss Dog, K-Poke through the door. Here to talk to us about his fucking about soliloquy. Remember, tough times don't last. Good people do. Don't know the shit. Cut them in the hotline. Remember, you matter. Peak gang. 84 was on West Wayne. Pop trunk and I'm gripping great. Oh, I'm just playing. The WBO don't have Errol Spence rank. Let's talk about it. So Sebastian Fundora, if he chooses to fight Errol Spence, they will not allow Errol Spence to get that belt. So what will happen is, if Sebastian Fundora fights Errol Spence, he will have to vacate that belt, which, due to the fact that Errol Spence isn't ranked in that sanctioning body. Now, Errol Spence is ranked in every sanctioning body, okay? I don't understand how he's not ranked. Now, apparently he was ranked a couple of months ago, but as each month went by, he kind of fell out of the rankings. I don't understand how you fall out of the rankings. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I get it, like moving him up, moving him down, but he not ranked at all is an issue. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to keep it a beat. I think, you know, the WBO, you know, they trying to make sure Terrence Crawford get that belt. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Terrence Crawford real cool with the WBO. You know what I'm saying? That's his partners. You know, I think they got a statue or something of him up there at their headquarters. I ain't going to lie to you. I think they do. But I don't understand how you don't have Errol Spence ranked. But every other sanctioning body has him ranked. You know what I mean? It don't make sense. You know? It just don't. So Errol Spence won't have opportunity to get that belt if Sebastian Fundora and him fight. Nothing's been signed, set, and delivered. We ain't heard nothing from Errol. We ain't heard nothing from Sebastian Fundora, right? But I've seen a lot of people make some posters talking about Errol Spence and Sebastian Fundora and David Benavidez and Dave Morrell. They all gonna fight at the end of January 2025. That sounds good, but I ain't heard nothing from neither fighter. So I'm not gonna believe it until something is announced. You get what I mean? Because originally when they were sitting there saying that Errol Spence is gonna fight Sebastian Fundora, the WBO comes out and says, hey, y'all got so-and-so time to negotiate a fight between Terrence Crawford and Sebastian Fundora. So then Terrence Crawford and Sebastian Fundora start negotiating a fight, in which Sebastian Fundora called Terrence Crawford's bluff. And then next thing you know, Terrence Crawford say he just let the whole thing expire, right? He just was like, you know, he ain't said nothing about it. Nobody came out and said anything. He just let the whole thing just kind of die out. So that should free up Errol Spence if he shall beat Sebastian Fundora, which I don't know. But if he shall beat Sebastian Fundora, I think, in my opinion, he should be able to be up to get the WBO belt and the WBC belt. That's what I personally believe. But they're not allowing that to happen. So my question is, how can this happen? How can you not allow Errol Spence to be ranked in your sanctioning body? Or how can you remove him? I'm going to say that. It wasn't the fact that he was never ranked. He was ranked at some point, but they removed him. Right? So I don't understand it. You know what I mean? And I guarantee you the reason is going to be inactivity. They're going to say this, oh, he's been inactive. He ain't been fighting. You know, Terrence Crawford fight once a year. Right? And Terrence Crawford is a champion. I don't understand how you can rank a champion. I also thought with that, if you were a champion, you can't be ranked in another sanctioning body. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that facts? If I'm a champion, right? Why am I ranked in another sanctioning body if I'm a champion? If I'm the WBC champion, why would I be ranked in the WBO? You know what I mean? Terrence Crawford has the WBA belt, right? Now, I get if he didn't have no belt. Like, before he fought Madrimov, he didn't have a belt, right? He didn't have a belt. So, I understand that. But when he beat Madrimov, he became the WBA champion at 154 pounds. So, he's the WBA champion at 154. Why is he ranked in the WBO and he's a champion of the WBA? Doesn't make sense. That's how I sit there and say the WBO is a Terrence Crawford organization. They might as well call it Terrence Crawford belt. That's what they might as well call it. They might as well only hold that belt for Terrence Crawford at any weight class he step in, because I find it ironic that he's a champion and he's ranked in another section about it. I've never seen that before, right? You know, it may have happened before, but I personally have never seen a champion be ranked in another sanctioning body, right? Because if that was the case, I'm cooking right now. If that was the case, why wasn't Errol Spence, when he was at 147, ranked in the WBO? Or ranked in the WBC when he had the IBF belt? When, you know what I mean? Like, why, you know, why do, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense. And I could be completely wrong. You know, they may have done that before. You know what I'm saying? But to my knowledge, I haven't seen that before. I haven't seen a champion who's a champion of a certain sanctioning body, and he's ranked in another sanctioning body. I've never seen that. I'm not gonna hold you. It's a lot of things that is going on in the sport of boxing that I question. I'm not finna lie to you. I'm starting to question a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to figure out, how can Terrence Crawford be ranked in the WBO and he's the WBA champion at 154 pounds? Makes no sense. So somebody answer that question for me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's go.